Yeah, well, wow, my posture is so great. I'm really utilizing my arch, my thoracic extension. Fuck! Do you ever just, realize how great your posture is?
Welcome to WayTooBroad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and I'm a little tired and pizza tired, okay? And that's okay. And this is Silly Friday edition of WayTooBroad, and these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Hi, Erin.
What's going on, Hannah, besides all the pizza? What's going on, Ben?
Nothing much. How's everyone doing tonight?
Great.
I think pizza tired is a really good descriptor. I'm going to try to...
Yeah. It's instantly relatable.
Yeah.
It's like pizza sleepy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe not tired, but pizza sleepy.
You know what I had for dinner tonight? It was so good.
Flipping what?
I had grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh, a classic.
I didn't make it. I ordered it from a really good gourmet grilled cheese place near us.
Nice.
What's it
And
called?
it was delicious. Roxy's.
Oh, delicious. Is that on a... Did they slap it? Did they slap that on a sourdough?
No, it was... I don't know what... The bread... I think they call it, pen de mie. Is that a kind of bread?
Do you guys remember you drove to my house from Massachusetts one Thanksgiving when you arrived? I had fresh baked sourdough bread for you and hummus. Do you remember that? And you guys, ate the whole thing?
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I
think Hannah's shaking her head like she doesn't fucking remember that.
The only sourdough story I remember from Thanksgiving is the year that you told us you were going to make sourdough for us, and then you were like, "Yeah, I decided against it when we got there." Is that a different year? I did make
you sourdough one year. Must have been.
I think there was a year where you made sourdough multiple times because I think you made it for Thanksgiving also, and then made it when we arrived.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the next year I lost steam.
Maybe.
And that's the only one Hannah remembers. She remembers a sourdough scorned, not a sourdough had.
So speaking of Thanksgiving, just to get this out of the way as an upfront, although unfortunately for the first time in several years, we won't all be together for Thanksgiving due to the Rona. And, would encourage everybody to reconsider travel plans if they have them as well. We will not be putting out an episode next weekend of our regular show, but we will be putting out a special episode that Erin and that is we've been talking about, if you've been listening over the last few weeks, we've mentioned before, Erin and I are sort of piloting an idea for another podcast called Is It? where we watch movies that we think of as really good from when we were younger, but we haven't seen in a while, and ask the really important question, is it good? So next week will be our first episode, and potentially of a whole different feed. Maybe we'll see how it sounds when it's fully edited. But we have a list going of other episodes too. But next week we'll be addressing Bring It On, which should be fun. Because I don't want to say too much about it here, but I will say that what I did find was that a lot of my memory of it was not accurate. Because Erin and I already recorded we're doing a pre-watch session where we talk about what we think we used to like about it, what might be problematic, and what we remember being really good about it. And then we watch it, and then we do a post-watch session, and we haven't done that one yet. But I'm
excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it.
So that'll be in the feed next week.
I have a very important upfront. Hannah and Ben, Molly says hi.
Hi, Molly.
She always asks me as I'm heading up to record pod. She always says, "Tell those flips they say hi," and I barely ever remember.
Yeah, I think you've told us one other time.
Yep, it's true. And this time she said, "Tell those flips I said hi," even though you probably won't remember to. And I said, "I'm gonna say it on podcast."
Hi, Molly. I hope you're having a nice time cleaning your kitchen. Probably.
What?
Isn't that what you guys usually do when you're listening?
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant, like, right now, as we were recording, she was cleaning the kitchen. I was like, we do that together. But yeah, we will be listening to this while we clean our kitchen on Sunday. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I hope you had fun leaf blowing yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you called it. You called it, buddy. That's exactly what went down yesterday. It's what's happening tomorrow. You called it. Yeah, absolutely.
What's she doing right now?
Hanging out, watching TV.
Ian is playing Among Us with our friends online. So that's the kind of heartwarming. I like that.
That's really sweet. Mm-hmm. Other upfronts, we've got some listener interactions. Wow, that sounded very sanitary. We've got an email and a voicemail.
Okay, I'm opening them. I'm opening up our email.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. One of them is from YouTube. We got 2 emails. One of them
sorry.
is from YouTube letting us know about a change in their terms of service. I think this is the one where they say they can just monetize any video they want, and if you didn't choose to monetize it, then you just don't get any of the money from it, so that's cool.
Wow.
And do we want to do the email first or the voicemail?
Let's do the email first. I think it came in first. It's first in, first out, so.
It's a pop and a push. So. Okay, shall I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry, I'm so burpy because I'm so pizza tired.
Pizza.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Uncle Brown, my father. And if you listened last week, I had mentioned that I wasn't sure which one of us has spoiled Harry Potter for the other one. And my memory, he spoiled it for me, but I have no idea if that's true. Here's what he wrote. Hi guys, just listened to your show and I wanted to let you know that Hannah is off the hook on the whole Harry Potter spoiler thing. I don't remember it at all. So if you want to remember it as me spoiling the surprise for you, that's fine. Go for it. Okay.
Clearly a deep wound.
Sadly, this is a really unsatisfying conclusion to this mystery, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's how life is.
I was hoping he would have some choice words about how you ruined his life, and how he regrets the day you were born. But,
man, this feels just like the end of the first season of Serial. You're just like...
a grand fizzle out.
And I have a Netflix show to recommend as a bonus obsession. It's called Love and Anarchy, or in the original Swedish... Karlek and Anarchy, but spelled differently.
I believe it's Korlik.
Oh, is that what the little dots mean?
I think so.
Korlik and...
Oh, no, wait.
Anarchy.
I'm mixing up because I was thinking of Alexander Skarsgård, but he has like a little circle over the A, not an umlaut, so I don't fucking know.
Karlek? I don't know.
Yeah, probably that. Definitely that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a workplace comedy about a very buttoned-up business consultant, well, less buttoned up when she indulges her somewhat compulsive masturbation hobby, who goes to work at a small, failing publishing company. On her first day, a considerably younger, good-looking IT temp accidentally catches her enjoying the aforementioned hobby, and he basically dares her to do something to guarantee his silence. She does it. Then they begin a flirtatious back and forth game of secret dares / demands.
Wow. Sounds...
Is it gay? It doesn't sound gay.
Did he say it's gay?
No.
What?
I've heard about it before. I think it's well thought of. That description doesn't make me want to watch it.
Yeah. Especially as recommended to you by your dad.
Oh, wait. This next paragraph addresses
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I was going to say we should read the next paragraph.
I know the description sounds a little sketchy, but watch the first episode. They pull off the fairly treacherous task of making the situation come off as playful rather than manipulative and creepy. In fact, one of my favorite things about the series is that the writing is so good. The characters are all well-drawn and mainly pretty likable. The dialogue seems crisp and natural, going by the English subtitles, of course. The plotting is good, and those times when they cross over from comic to serious moments are well executed. So give it a whirl. Love to all your households, Uncle Brown, Dad.
That's really nice. Did he mention what platform?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
I think I've seen it in my recommendeds, and I didn't know that it was not American. And that does make me more interested in it for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Well, thanks for the email, Uncle Brown.
Thank you for the email, and thank you for letting me off the hook on the thing.
Yeah, that's really beautiful family resolution for this non-event that seemed like that happened at some point. Do you want to play us the voicemail?
Mm-hmm.
Can I preface the voicemail?
Yeah, sure.
This is a voicemail. Shout out to my friend Sam, who's a very loyal listener. And this email may or may not have been coaxed out of her by me. So, heavily encouraged, but I thank her all the same.
I feel like that's how we end up receiving most of our voicemails.
Yeah,
and I appreciate the work that you do for us.
Here's what happens. Inevitably, a friend will be like, oh, tell Hannah, or like, tell the podcast this, and they'll tell me their whole thing, and then I'm like, cool, leave us a voicemail.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember that. Do you know that every week my wife tells me to just say hi to them, and I forget?
Simply hello. My wife asks me to do
right before.
a basic, as I'm walking upstairs, just a basic hello. Thinking about those nice flips. Can't even do that.
That's good. That's a good tactic.
Yeah.
That's like how, well, it's like how people...
Next time Molly says, say hi to this flips, I'm going to be like, leave a voicemail.
More effective. It would be more effective. Okay. All right. I'm going to play this voicemail. I have it all downloaded, I hope.
Great.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Pressing play now.
Hi, friends. This is Sam, Erin's colleague, longtime listener, first-time caller. I really want to call and talk about this theory about drinking or making emergency. I've got a little hot take that I think, Hannah, you would really love. I totally agree. High concentration is best. But since I know you love a good seltz, I really recommend that you get the extra bubbly with a seltzer. So what I do is I prefer to drop in the emergency first and then pour in your seltzer. I've only tried like a regular unflavored, but maybe with another flavor, it might be a good kind of combination that might work. You still get like that witchy vibe that comes from the bubbles from like the powder, but it's especially great because there's bubbles on bubbles. I think you'll love it. You might need to mix it a little bit, but try it out. I can't wait to hear what you think.
Oh my god, what a great idea.
Okay, so I think that I've tried this like once in the past, but I believe because of the way that we make it, where we put the emergency in first, like I think you need to put in less seltzer than you like a full glass. And I'm pretty sure I had like a full glass of seltzer, and then the emergency and it just bubbled up and went fucking everywhere. And I never tried it again.
Yeah, I was thinking, I think you probably have to put the powder in first to do this because it'll react probably in such a way. That sounds just so great. Thank you, Sam, for that. And it's really shocking to me that the thing that I've gotten the most engagement from our listeners about in like months is me talking about my recipe for a drink you put a powder into liquid to make.
I know. And during that bit, I was like, what a dud. Joke's on me. But Sam, Ben had his mouth agape the moment you mentioned mixing seltzer in emergency. It was great.
That sounds delightful. I just ran out of CO2 for our soda stream. So, which reminds me.
That's carbon dioxide for those of you out there that aren't fucking chemists.
That's COO. COO.
So I don't have a way to make seltzer right now, but do
you have any spindies? I bet a spindy would be nice.
I think we have one spindy left, but it's
Pineapple would not be good.
Now we're talking juice, seltzer, and emergency.
Wow.
This is going too far.
It's too potent.
That'll make you poop.
I think I'm gonna have to follow up on that because I think there's only one Spindy left, and I think it rightfully belongs to Ian. So I don't have anything to do it with right now, but I can't wait to try. I'm gonna try it in the next week, no matter what. So when we come back,
come what may,
no matter what happens, Civil War breaks out. I'm gonna go loot the grocery store and find some seltzer. Too real, I know. Okay. So, yes, that was great.
Thanks, Sam.
You. Thank you so much.
See, there's no way I would have remembered all of those details.
And it's a very good idea to do the powder first in that situation.
Yeah, as a good instruction.
And thank you for listening. I know, we hear your reactions one way or another, like a lot of weeks, because you chat with Erin about it, and I appreciate it. You seem like a good colleague.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Okay, cool. We didn't do What Are We Drinking? Just reminded
Oh my
me.
god.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
We had so many upfronts.
I know. So Erin, what are you drinking?
I've got a big, cold, icy water, and I've got a cup of decaf coffee. That's right, folks.
Cool.
Ben, what are you drinking?
Ice water, 2 ice waters.
2.
I got
Hannah, what are you drinking?
a bottle of Here we go. I got a bottle of water, just still water, in a SodaStream bottle because of my aforementioned problem where I ran out of CO2.
Yeah, mine's still water too. It hasn't changed into any other liquid, so.
Oh, it's good
I like
though.
that.
Thanks.
All I want, now that I'm pizza tired, I'm just so thirsty all the time. I've had like an entire, how many liters is this? I had an entire one of these already.
She gave up. Looks like 1 liter to me.
I'm going to guess 1.5.
Ooh.
This many.
The listeners can't see. I've got a big fat up front, you two.
Okay.
Okay, so we were cleaning the kitchen. We were listening to last week's episode. And we spent a long time wondering, are there any authors who can't read? And we didn't once think about people who are blind, like Helen fucking Keller, etc., etc. And I was like, why didn't we think about that? Like, of course, there's a whole host of people who can't read and who are writers. So I feel like a fucking dum-dum, and I wanted to bring that up.
I guess I didn't... I mean, I was not thinking of that, but also I feel like that's because I was thinking of someone who was illiterate, and I don't know that I consider a blind person illiterate.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, but it was posed as, like, can't read.
Mm-hmm. That's how it was posed.
And we didn't even give blind folks an honorable mention in that conversation.
That's true.
So
That's true. They can't read what we read. They can read Braille.
yeah, oh, that's true. That's true. Okay. All right, well, I take that back then.
But it's still a good point. We could have mentioned them.
Yeah.
Helen Keller, especially, was an incredibly
fucking-
prolific writer who...
Fucking shout out to Helen Keller.
Fucking shout out to Helen Keller. And like a massive socialist. I love her. She was like... she was so cool. I want them to do a You're Wrong about her. I tweeted about it.
Yeah, they heard you, right?
They mentioned her the next episode that came out. They mentioned Helen Keller, so I think they did. I mean, they
that was
wrote very online. So
Yeah.
I had another interaction with. Sarah Marshall's getting a cat.
Oh my god.
Guys,
Wow.
That's what
I've
it
been
was
off
about.
Twitter.
She was tweeting about cats. She was like
Wow.
all the time randomly tweeting things about cats. Like she was talking about how great black cats are and why are they the least adopted cats? And then it turned out that someone tweeted and was like, this is a you're wrong about. They're actually not the least adopted. It's actually torties that are the least adopted. And she retweeted that. And then she retweeted like,
I have a tortie and a black cat.
hey. And then she retweeted a thing about cat beds. It was very funny. And I was like, I feel like Sarah Marshall's getting a cat. And then like 2 days ago, she tweeted that she was having like she was going to meet her cat over Zoom like later that week and hopefully have them home pretty soon. So I'm excited about that.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about that in the podcast.
Yeah, I want them to do a You're Wrong about cats after she has some time to... I mean, assuming she's never had one before.
You're wrong about cats?
Yeah.
Just that's...
I could contribute topics of conversations I've had.
I feel like you could be a producer for You're Wrong About.
I know. Ian and I briefly considered starting a podcast that was just like basic... like well-researched facts about cats for people that didn't know anything about them, just like
so
episode
sweet.
after episode about it, because I feel like people don't like there's
Why
a lot
don't
of
you do that?
well, because we didn't feel like doing the research, basically, because it's a pain in the ass. Like that's why,
Yeah.
like that's why we wanted to do it, was because like there's so much bullshit out there about like
Yeah.
cat behavior and stuff, and also there's a lot of people who just think that they're mean because they don't know enough about like how cat social behavior works. But yeah, we're kind of lazy, so, but it's part of our charm, you know.
Yeah, it seems like I like doing a podcast where we just show up and
Yeah.
like, have a drink. It's like the drink is probably the thing I put the most thought into. What am I drinking? It's like I don't want to have to do like homework. I don't have to do like a project, like a school project for this podcast. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. A lot of my ideas end up
That's a
podcasts
fact.
end up fizzling for that very reason.
Yeah.
Like I had this other one where called people can take this. I had this other idea for a podcast. It was called SVPR, and it was Stardew Valley Public Radio, and it was going to be like just characters from Stardew, just like one of them would be, they'd have all their own like public radio shows and they'd talk to each other and stuff.
Oh,
but
that's
then I
really
realized
cute.
I'd have to write all of it.
Oh boy. Big work.
Big work. So yeah, I have all kinds of folders for imaginary podcasts on my Google Drive.
I really like that.
That's the truth.
You're more of an ideas lady.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
know.
if you're looking for a podcast idea, I have some random ones that you could have.
just apply within. Mm-hmm. Well, any more up fronterinos? Fronterooskies?
Yeah, I
What's going on?
I need help naming something.
Oh, yeah.
We are here for you.
So, a few weeks ago on episode 154, my toes were too long.
I have no idea what that's about.
On that episode, I talked about the dust sensor I was building for a class at work. And that's like pretty much done now, but I want to give it a name because right now, like all I've been referring to as is like the class code _sensor. Like that's what the GitHub repository is and everything. But I learned recently I got the class code slightly wrong. There was an extra letter in it that I didn't realize, so it's the wrong class code.
Wow.
And B,
Fail.
it might be getting used in like more classes than just this class. And so my coworker who I was designing it with suggested naming it in some way after Hazel because naturally everyone at work knows my cat's names. And haze is like caused by particulate matter in the air, which is like what this measures. And so the name I was brainstorming with some other people at work and with my immediate family, and my immediate family was giving me all fucking shit.
Do you want to hear some of our ideas?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's run through some of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me just click over.
Here we go. All right. Hazelometer was one my dad gave.
Oh, that's absolute
Dusty
trash.
Springfield, Dusty McDustface.
Dust Baby.
Dust Baby. I like that one. I think
Hot Air Zoo extra linkages.
Wow.
I suggested Dust.
Haze
Anybody?
Quest.
No? Or Dust. Anybody? No? That was my suggestion.
Yes.
I like when you said Haze Assess or Haze Assessor. Also nods to Hazel always putting her ass on your computer.
Wow.
Because she do.
So the name I was leaning towards is just Hazel, but make the L capital because it's a laser-based sensor. So I could say that the L like, stands for laser, but actually I'm just sneakily naming it after my cat.
So its name is just Hazel? Or
No.
Okay. Okay. Haze L, just like Hazel. Capital L.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hazel. I like that a lot.
That's nice, right?
It's pretty good, I think.
Ship it. I say ship it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Hazel.
And it could also be like haze levels because it measures haze levels
yeah.
conceivably. Like it works a couple ways, I think,
I
enough
like
that
it.
I justify it.
And then I was
Yeah.
like,
You don't
how
need
big is
help
this going to be? Like, are you going to patent it? Is it going to be in stores? Like,
It's not patentable, but
You don't need help naming it. You need help putting wind beneath your wings, Ben. The wings are there, baby. You just need some wind.
oh, thanks for being my win.
Welcome.
it's great. And it's so, like, simple. It's easy to remember. It's pretty perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Take the L.
Should I do haze dash L
Oh.
or just?
I don't think so.
I kind of like just Hazel.
Yeah.
Hazel. Yeah.
It's like,
Hazel.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Soar high.
Shine
Fly
bright.
away home.
Yeah. Now who's word associating? All right, should we pop in?
Let's do it.
Cool. Erin, what's your obsession?
You guys are I'm gonna get kicked out of this podcast. But I have a repeat obsession. It's not my repeat, but it is a repeat. Shoot, I had the episode brought up earlier. Oh, I have it brought up now.
Tax.
All right, but I think you'll be pleased with it. I think you'll be happy about it. So, my obsession is something that I had started, and Molly with me, but she's already gone through the whole thing. But she was rewatching with me, and I kind of like watched a little bit, puttered out for a long time, and we recently picked back up a few weeks ago, and I have been absolutely loving, and it's Schitt's Creek.
Yay!
Yeah, and we talked about that in episode 72, No Nuts or Nuts, which is a great episode. If you haven't listened to that one, I really do recommend.
That's a classic.
That one is a classic. You have to listen to No Nuts or Nuts. Where we talk about Schitt's Creek. I don't even remember us talking about Schitt's Creek in that episode. That is just like our obsessions in that episode are a mere footnote to the majesty that we discussed in that episode. Okay. But
Made discoveries about the whole universe in that episode.
yeah, we solved some shit in that episode. But Schitt's Creek, it was a slow burn for me. I feel like the first couple seasons, maybe I was just kind of like, and we actually we had watched like a season and a half, so it was we picked up like mid the second season when we picked it back up. And, or I should say when I picked it back up, because Molly's watched the whole thing. And for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it is a little slow. I mean, it really starts developing true heart, I'd say, in the third season. And it's just been a delight. It's lovely. It's gay. It's sweet. It's funny. I just, laugh out the flip loud when I'm watching that show. I almost call it a movie. I'm watching that movie. The episodes are 20 minutes long. They're perfect little snacks. the characters have just like real deep development. It's really beautiful. So I'm loving it, and that's really like the thing we've been like, we'll like do we'll have our whole day and make our little dinner and then like just watch as much Schitt's Creek as possible. So we're really burning through it now.
Oh, how far are you?
I think we're in season 5. So I think we have...
Are there 7 seasons?
I think there's 6.
I know it's all on Netflix now because we finished it. I think there are... how many seasons do you have?
I'm looking at
23, I think.
6 seasons.
There's 6 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, let me confirm what season we're in. We're in season 5.
Okay. It's so good. I feel like there is something that is really unusual and I think off-putting for some people about the tone, or like there's something about it that is hard to put your finger on, that it is very dry in its humor, in a way that like it's kind of like you do have to get to know the characters pretty well before you like recognize all of the humor that they're presenting to you, kind of.
Yeah.
But like it really, really, really ended very strong. Like I think the last few seasons, like 3 to 6, are like the best seasons for sure. We just finished it like a week or two ago.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, they have like real character development. I mean, it was really easy for me to see coming in, because I took such a long break, seeing them in like midway through season 2 and then all of season 3. I mean, it's just like incredibly noticeable, like how the characters grow and how they really become more emotionally nuanced. Like it's really great. And just like I feel like the writing just gets really, really, really solid. Not that it wasn't before, but it just kind of like dials in. I feel like they found their sweet spot and then really just like tuned into it for at least seasons 3, 4, and what if 5 I've seen. And I know that they swept the Emmys for season 6, so I'm excited to see that too.
They did. It's like there's so many big, huge personalities in that show. Like there's so many characters that are like, they start out as like huge jokes and they're always there's always funniness about them, but they all have like the opportunity for growth, and they all like do like change, and it's got like a lot of heart, in that way. It kind of reminds me of like Parks and Rec, in the like that it's got a really strong ensemble cast and everybody like grows and changes over time, and you kind of love everybody, even though everyone's also ridiculous. But all the characters are kind of like more over the top in one way or another than anybody on Parks and Rec was. Huh?
Still haven't finished Parks and Rec. I've gotten pretty far. I have trouble with shows with long seasons. I just cut around. I really do.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'll finish it eventually. But
I love how that show ends.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing that's really good about both of those shows, is like they didn't just go on indefinitely until they became less fun to watch. Like they just like they like ended strong. I'll miss it though.
I love how it's a family affair too. Obviously, like Eugene Levy, Dan Levy, and then their sister is also in it, which I think is great.
She's just Dan's sister.
Well, I don't know her name.
No, but you said their sister, like she was also Eugene's.
Do the math on that one. And his sister as well. So I think that's really cute. And, and I like to think about it too. Like Catherine O'Hara has been, is that her name? Suddenly, like, did I say her name right?
Yeah,
and the sister's name is Sarah Levy.
Sarah Levy, thank you. Catherine O'Hara, has been working with Eugene Levy for so long. I have to imagine she's like a deep part of their family, so that, I like thinking about that too, and they're all kind of just like working up there in Canada. I love how it's like, where is it set? Where's Schitt Creek supposed to be? Is it in America or is it in Canada?
That's a good question.
Because they're like, Canadian accents just kill me. They're just like, all of them have them, and they're just always being like, sorry, David? Like, just...
Wait, Schitt's Creek is real?
What?
It's in Ontario? Is it real or is this from the Schitt's Creek wiki? It's supposed to be in Ontario.
Oh, okay, so it makes sense.
Okay, it does make sense. I always thought it was like somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah,
That's
me
interesting.
too. Yeah.
Founding. Is this okay, yeah, this is not real. Okay. I'm on the wiki for the show Schitt's Creek and I'm like, oh, it's on Wikipedia. It's real.
Yeah. That billboard is real. Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, if you haven't seen it or if you've been on the fence about it, I really do recommend it. I'm going to suck that wreck from episode 75. No,
Thank you. I am very excited about that.
72.
I haven't watched Schitt's Creek. I watched the first 2 episodes like when it first came out and had a similar kind of just puttered out response to it. So I will give it a second shot. It's been a long time since I tried it.
Yeah. It really grows. Really grows.
I think I almost like passively watched the first 2 seasons. I don't even think I disliked them. I just like I found them interesting in their own way, but I kind of just like let them roll through and just like kind of stuck with it because I thought there were some interesting things about like I really like David a lot. I thought his Stevie is such a delightful character to me all like through the whole thing, and then the rest of the family started out like pretty fucking annoying, but like you really do by season 3 you really like have a lot of love for everybody, so I would recommend pushing through as much.
I think that I didn't dislike the first 2 seasons. I just like got bored or like something else came up, and you know it was really we kind of ran out of stuff to watch, and Molly was like, let's pick Schitt's Creek back up, and I was like, okay, I guess. And then I'm just really glad we did.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's also like it is also similar to Parks and Rec in that it has become like the GIF language of the internet, like everywhere. Maybe I'm getting this especially because I have a coworker who exclusively reacts in Schitt's Creek GIFs with me because he knows that we both like it. But like it feels like I see like they just make really good reaction GIFs and I see them everywhere.
Yeah. They've really put. I thought that too. That they've done a good job, like cultivating or like producing Schitt's Creek gifs in particular, because there's one for every occasion.
Yes, yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah,
so
there's a sassy David gif for every occasion.
I just love
them.
all of them. And just
like I'm not going to give any spoilers, but just like there are characters that come into the further seasons that are just like written like are bespoke to the other characters, and they're just like perfect. It's just like really well written characters that like are almost like placed there to interact perfectly with the characters you know and love, and I just really appreciate it. I see you and I love it. Anyway, just plugging it.
Yeah, love it. I appreciate you giving it another shot.
Yep. You're welcome. I've also, like, really wanted to tell you a few times, like, we've had conversations that I wanted to be like, oh, guess what? I'm loving Schitt's Creek, but I was like, I've got to save it for pod. Gotta.
I'm delighted. Truly.
Can I, while it's still my space to have the floor, can I go pee?
Sure, actually, I wouldn't mind going pee also.
Pee break! This is the
For once, I don't have to pee.
This is the pee-pee segment of
Ben, this
WayTooBroad.
is your moment. You can say whatever you want. This is Ben's monologue time.
If you're listening, I want you to go pee.
Let's pop into Ben, I say. Great obsession.
I say.
All right.
What you got?
All right. I got a Netflix show. I got a new Netflix show that just came out. It's called Aunty Donna's Big Old House of Fun.
Fucking God, Ben. Ben like changed his background like the moment he announced what his obsession was. It was really beautiful.
I did.
It's the production quality is really good.
It's really gone through the roof on this podcast.
Yeah.
They're just these funny boys from Australia that just do have a silly little sketch show on Netflix. They're very like absurdist, ridiculous sketches. They do a lot of that classic, like, take a really simple premise and just push it to absolute wild extremes. and it's just exactly my kind of shit. It's also like it has a lot of people I like in it. Like it has Paul F. Tompkins in it and Tawny Newsom's in it at one point. And the actor from The Boys who plays Homelander is weirdly in it in like an extremely different role from Homelander, but it was like super surprising to see him.
What's it called again?
It's called Aunty Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun.
Donna's.
Which is just a great name already.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, there are 3 Australian guys from Melbourne who've been like a comedy group for, I think, almost like 10 years now. And I think they're really popular in Australia, though I don't know because it's impossible to know who's popular in Australia. Some people don't even think Australia's
They're
real,
all too busy running from all the poisonous spiders and stuff to tell you what they
and all
like.
the like venomous kangaroos.
Yeah.
It's hard to know whose ratings are good and whose ratings are down under.
Oh, there it is.
Can I watch the trailer, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to watch like 8 hours of ads.
Why do you get so many ads?
I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. This is an ad. Like, why would they show me an ad before I'm like watching an ad? Okay, give me a second. Oh, Ed Helms is the producer. Maybe you're about to say that. Sorry. Just giving it away. Oh, they're Australian. Maybe you already said that. You did. I'm just kidding. It looks funny, Ben.
It's very funny.
I like the part where their hinges say the word creak in their kitchen.
Yeah. You know what's my favorite part about that sketch is I think it's in like the second episode, but like at one random point in the first episode when Mark walks through a door, the doorway goes creak and they don't say anything about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it kind of gives me like I Think You Should Leave vibes in terms of just like absurd sketch show. With like there's like some degree of continuity to the sketches, but yeah, it's just a grand old time. I really enjoyed it. Scott Aukerman's also an executive producer on it. You know, I like that guy. He makes good podcasts.
Yeah.
Good podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Everyone should watch it. There's only 6 episodes, and they're like between like 17 and 20 something minutes.
Nice.
They're all around 20 minutes.
Can you be a little more precise about how long they are?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we only all live for so long, as Erin mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I like to know exactly what I'm budgeting my lifetime for.
I'll just give you... Oh, they don't have the run times on the Wikipedia. I'm so sorry.
Man.
I really wanted to give you the exact run times of all of them.
That would have been amazing. Does that include the 8 hours of ads I'm always having to watch?
Do you get ads on Netflix?
I have like the off-brand Netflix.
Yeah, I tried to get.
It's called Nertflorx. There's a lot of ads.
Nertflorx.
Oh, there's also.
Nertflorx.
I didn't realize Jack Quaid is in it too. I don't remember him being in it, but that's 2 actors from The Boys who are in it. Funnily enough.
Wait, what's Nertflorx tagline? I have one.
You tell me.
Well, that's a lot of ads.
Tired of paying so much for your streaming services? We do have a product for you, Nertflorx.
That's a lot of ads.
Nertflorx is completely free. We just show you 8 short hours of ads for every episode. Nertflorx. Well, that's a lot of ads.
That should be fucking Hulu's. They make you pay and then still fucking give you ads.
Yeah.
Hulu's tagline is, give us money to show you ads. I tried to get Ian to watch this, and computer said no on that one, so I'm gonna have to watch it on my own time, I guess.
That's the second quality Little Britain reference we've had this episode, and I really appreciate it. I want you to know I hear you, and I appreciate it.
Can I just say, I have so enjoyed Matt Lucas as a host on Great British Baking Show.
I'm so excited.
Kylie doesn't like him as much as past hosts, but I really enjoy him a lot.
I know I'm gonna miss Sandy, but you know I'm never gonna forget the times we had together, and I'm excited to spend some time with Matt Lucas.
And I also feel like, I think we talked about this already, but I feel like Matt and Noel seem to like know each other relatively well.
Yeah.
So their whole dynamic is just like really great.
I'm glad they kept like the gay vibe going, because I think that's one thing I would have been really sad about, but we still got that with Matt. So
Yeah, he's
appreciate
homosexual.
yeah.
Yeah, as he says in one of his episodes. Well, you know I'm homosexual.
Hell yeah. Love it.
Yeah, are you gonna start watching that this week?
I don't know.
Because the semifinals out now.
I don't know. Don't pressure me.
I gave you permission last week. So.
I know you did. Well, you know, we're kind of in the middle of something with Schitt's Creek right now.
Shit.
I'm kind of seeing somebody right now.
The final is next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to say anything else about it, though.
Good.
Then I guess it's me now.
Yeah, any closing words on your obsession, Ben?
No. Watch Aunty Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun. It's very funny.
So I
Hannah, what you got? What you got, little bud?
I don't have anything new, really. Mm-hmm. I spent most of my week like obsessively trying to get ahead of work, and then like obsessively tracking my new nail polish colors that were coming. And I've been like really, really into nail polish. Excuse me, as I've talked about before, you know, there's just like not that much going on in my life, kind of by design. So I don't really have anything. So it's good that you guys had kind of long ones, because we can just do homework.
Cool, I have some questions.
Okay.
You've got really beautiful nail polish on right now that it looks like maybe a fresh apply. I'm wondering about the status. Do you have that peely base coat, or have you been good about not being a picky girl?
I've been better
What's
about
going on with your nails?
Better about not picking. I have not been using a peely base coat most of the time because it's too peely sometimes when I like a color. This beautiful sparkly green that I'm wearing, like I tested a fingernail with all my new colors, like just the individual fingernail, to see which one I liked the best, and this one was like the winner. So when I went with it, I did like but I have been doing something that's probably not good, which is like still peeling up the nail polish. That is, when I want to change, I'll just peel off like the nail polish that I'm wearing, even if I'm not wearing a peely base coat, which is probably damaging my nails. So I should probably stop doing that.
Well, yeah, and I feel like if you do you enjoy like painting your nails? Is that something you obviously enjoy having your nails painted, but do you enjoy painting them, the act of painting them?
I do. I think the thing that I enjoy more than anything is just like, and I think I talked about this too, is just like when I'm going about my day and I like grab something and I like notice they're not nicely manicured. That's an exaggeration. I don't have any fucking cuticle creams here, but like I notice like a nicely painted, like neatly painted fingernail, like when I grab a book or whatever, and I'm like, it's like a little moment of like happiness in my day. Yeah, like, oh, it's so pretty.
Do you kind of pick things up in an artificial way, like, you know, with all your nails there, and you're just like, oh.
I like
here, Ian. Here's a muffin, like, with your little nails.
I also like. I enjoy the. I know this is something that you said you specifically don't like, Erin, but I like the way they feel. They're like very smooth, like much smoother than natural nails, because of the top coat. And so like I found like it's kind of a self-soothing thing that like sometimes during meetings, not up here where people can see it like I'm doing now, but like down here, I'll
stroking your fingernails.
Yeah, I'll like rub my fingernails like worry stones almost, like as I'm in a meeting. So I did put a peely base coat on one finger, so you know there's this thing that people do with with like nail painting sometimes where they'll do like usually the ring finger as like a feature nail that's a different color, and I did that on my right hand, but I let Ian choose the color and I wasn't sure it was going to work, and I'm still not sure it's going to work because it's a little bit bold compared to the rest of it.
I like it.
So I put a peely base coat on it just so I could try out other things maybe later. But I thought that's a nice compromise to have one fingernail that you can, like, change consistently.
Yeah, I think that's great. Pick at will. I'd like to clarify something that you said that I said. I did say I don't like the way they feel. I do not mean in that way.
Oh.
I mean, like, on my finger, it feels like heavy on my nail bed. When I paint my nails, I don't like it at all.
Oh, really?
I also think I have super duper thin fingernails. Like, I know I do. So I feel confident that that's probably not a normal. I'm probably like it's more sensitive. Yeah.
Huh.
Like when I paint my nails, it feels like I have it's pressing on my nail bed, or it has like something. I just hate the way that feels.
That's interesting.
Like actually on my fingers. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't mind the way that they touch.
I don't mind the way they touch.
I mean, they touch. Man.
They touch fine. That's not a thing at all. So, just in a weirder way than you think. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it, but just in a weirder, stranger way.
No, let me clarify. I am much weirder than you assumed.
Than you've ever dreamed. I don't like the way it feels in my nail bed. Obviously, that's what I meant.
Another thing I've noticed is now that, and maybe it's partially because of the way that I've been peeling off my nail polish instead of using nail polish remover, that maybe they are a little thinner than they used to be, but now that I'm used to having nail polish on, my nails do feel like very thin and vulnerable when I'm not wearing nail polish. And I often will find myself, if I'm in that situation, even just putting on a base coat, just so that there's like something that I feel like is fortifying them a little bit so that they don't break. It's just like weird how much I still care. Like I've never sustained an interest in taking care of my nails for this long in my entire life, even though it's only been a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's because you, had things to do, and places to go, and people to talk to, and stuff. Not saying that this is a product of, boredom and isolation, but...
Yeah. But
who can
not,
really
not
say?
saying that, yeah.
Not saying that. That's good. Yeah. That's a nice little, sweet little baby hobby.
Yeah, and another just big shout out to Holo Taco, which is, the only brand I'll use on my nails now, because... they're just the most fun colors out there. And, I trust the quality of the nail polish because I now know so much about the person that built the whole brand. But, I truly still think part of the reason I've sustained this interest is that I've never had nail polish before that dries, quickly enough to be fucking realistic for my life. Drugstore nail polish, the ones that I've bought there, the cheap drugstore nail polishes, take so long to dry that they would never, I would never get to the point where I was putting a top coat on them before I would ruin them. So there's that. And also, she's always coming out with, fun new lines. These sparkly ones I'm wearing are from her holiday line. There's, 3 more colors I don't even have yet. I'll probably end up having. I just really enjoy the whole aesthetic she's building with her brand. And I've built up a lot of loyalty to it in the last few months.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you be her brand ambassador. Is that? I just made that up.
I'd love to see you be
I'm certain that Christine would be appalled if she saw my nails, because I don't do any of the pre-prep that you're supposed to do. With the, I don't know if I'm painting my cuticles right. I don't know. I don't.
She'd probably throw up.
She'd probably throw up.
If she saw your gorgeous shiny nails out of how beautiful they are.
They're so beautiful, honestly.
She'd probably be like, she doesn't even know how to paint her cubicle.
It's just not. It's not even coming through how beautiful they are because they're blurry. I don't know how to fix that. But they're so pretty. Anyway, that's pretty much, I swear to God, because they said they were going to be here on Saturday, and they didn't get here until Thursday, and I must have checked the tracking twice a day for the whole week. So
Well,
that's been my
I have a
obsession.
lot going on. Been there.
I just wanted them. So I guess let's just say it's Hollow Taco. I've talked around it enough times. Put it in the list. Excuse me. All right, let's do homework.
Great.
Erin, what's your homework?
What is going on, everybody? My homework is to watch Schitt's Creek. It's on Netflix. It's super nice. If you're like, meh, started it, couldn't really get into it, plow through until season 3, okay? I want you to watch season 3. Here's what I want you to do. I feel like season 2 ends on wow. Okay, I want you to watch season 3, okay? And then let's see, what else do I want you to do? Please, please visit lesbianlendinglibrary.com. You know what? I had a wild hair on Saturday, and I changed up my cataloging application, but it's great because I bought lesbianlendinglibrary.com. I wasn't married to a cataloging application, so head over there. It's a new app, and let me know what you think. Okay. I didn't write it. I'm just using it. Okay. And then you can also go to queerworksmap.com, where I'm kind of just like tracking connections between gay books. And I'm doing that there. And I think that's everything.
Cool. Can you rate
Ben?
things on this?
Can you?
Yeah.
Or can I?
Can
you?
Seems like I can.
Try it.
I need to find a book I've actually read.
I'm clicking the stars and nothing's happening. I feel like I need to log in to do this. Mm-hmm. I think you definitely can, Erin.
Yeah, I certainly can. Oh, guess what? This is fun. Currently I have 69 books.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
So you can't get any more books then?
That is a bummer because I do really like collecting gay books, but I guess my collection is complete.
You're just going to have to throw out some if you want new ones.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. Good one, Ben.
Yeah, good one. Cool. Ben, what's your homework?
Go watch Aunty Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun on Nertflorx.
That's a lot of ads.
That's a lot of ads. My Twitter is nicely proved Ben. My Twitch is Disco Greg. Boy, I wish I had Disco Greg on Twitter, but oh well.
Who
have it everywhere else.
Who gobbled it right up? Because you used to.
I mean, that's not... No, I had NE Disco Greg. I never had just Disco Greg.
That's right.
Who even is this? I feel like it's like a music guy.
A music guy?
Greg Robson.
Oh, more like Rob.
Ben.
Oh, God, he retweeted Donald Trump.
Oh.
Yep.
Gross.
Wow, yeah, this guy fucking sucks.
Wow. Oh, gross. Ew.
I'm not even getting into it. I refuse.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck this guy, and he's active on Twitter.
Wait.
So I can't get this stupid account.
Wait, his username is Disco Greg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yours isn't anymore, but it is on Twitch. That's what you're saying.
Wow.
Mine
really,
never was on Twitter. Thanks for listening,
She's connecting the dots.
Really, really paying a lot of attention.
I was prepping for my homework.
Wow.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
I'm done. Yeah.
Sorry about that guy. Disco Greg.
Oh, he really sucks, Ben.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Okay. My homework is, I guess, go check out holotaco.com, HOLOTACO.com. They're running a sale right now, or if you buy any, like, bundle on the website, you get a free black nail polish. She has what's called a one-coat black, meaning that it's supposed to have full coverage in one coat, because that's, like, a big deal for her, I guess. And I just love, if you like sparkly fun nails, and you want to have them, then, check it out. Geek out with me about it. I'm on Twitter at Hanthropology. I'm on Instagram at Hanthropology. I guess that's I have another podcast called So Dreamy. You can still go listen to that anywhere that you can listen to this. And our podcast has a voicemail, as you heard today. Also, you could text it, 774-326-0420.
Blaze
Blaze it.
Blaze it.
Do not dial Blaze it. You may text Blaze it to the number
774-326-0420.
Blaze it. Don't dial Blaze it.
Yeah, we're in a loop. Shout out to Sam for the voicemail. It was great. I can't wait to try it.
Sam.
Don't dial Blaze it. Sam, I'm talking to you.
Sam didn't dial Blaze it. She successfully left a voicemail. She followed instructions.
Yeah. Good job.
I feel like he's gonna burst out with that again as soon as we start going on again.
We have a Twitter.
Don't dial Blaze it.
Sam, don't dial Blaze it.
Sam, for the last
Sam,
time.
stop. You were fucking about to. I saw it.
We're on Twitter at TwoBroadPod, on Instagram at WayTooBroad. You can email us at WayTooBroad@gmail.com. And if you missed any of that, or you want some clarification on, no, that's not at the website, on whether or not you should dial Blaze it.
I should add it to the website.
Just right at the top. You can find all of that except for the thing about dialing Blaze it at WayTooBroad.com for anything you want. EarnBen.com for anything you need. There's a brand new picture up there. Secret picture. And visit maxfun.org for some sweet picture of a dog on a boat. And don't forget to leave us a review if you want to somewhere. That's something I only say sometimes, but I'm saying it today. And that's it. So the podcast candles. We didn't talk about candles. Are other people burning candles?
Yes.
I'm burning my favorite
I've
candle.
got my IKEA holiday one.
I got out the champagne toast because I needed something strong and
Ooh.
beautiful. I love it.
Love
The
it.
podcast candles are now extinguished. Smoky.
Don't dial Blaze it.
Did you hear? I did a record scratch sound at the end of the episode.